All right. That was Kathy Bell's living room that was just got caught on fire. I apologize. I'm trying to get this off. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Breakfast with Disaster. And
Good regulars.
I thought I'd include, in fact, I'm going to scoot over just a little bit so I can get better in the print. Um, I wanted to, well, it was actually your idea. I thought it was a good idea for today's episode. We were trying to think of something fun and exciting to kind of like fit the time of year and everything too, as well. And we thought, why not pick holiday electrical fires,
Yeah, that's fun and
Um,
exciting.
when you're not the one on the other end of it, I guess.
Now we're here. Hopefully, we're going to give you guys some good tips to avoid the situation that we just witnessed.
Yeah. And as you can see, it's pretty alarming how fast. I mean, we're talking what, less than 45 seconds?
Yeah,
The whole
well,
living room, like you wouldn't be able to put that out with just like a regular fire extinguisher at that point.
at that point,
You're,
you'd be using one or two for sure.
yeah, or you'd be calling the fire department. Like, it's just insane. So imagine it's going to take you at least a couple minutes to like, even if it is an emergency, when you're woken up out of sound sleep,
Yeah.
you're going to be like disoriented at first till you get your bearings.
By the time your smoke alarm goes off, which, by the way, check your batteries, make sure your smoke alarm's working. By the time that goes off, it registers to you,
Yeah.
something's happening, you make it downstairs, minute and a half gone by,
Yeah.
your living room's up.
Yeah. And it could also be blocking one of two exits too.
Yeah. So big tip for those of you who have Christmas trees, make sure your trees stay watered. Don't let them dry out. Uh, as you saw in that video,
Yeah.
one fault in a wire on a dry tree.
Yeah. And I don't think a lot of people realize how important it is to keep it watered. And it's not that hard. I mean, yeah, it does drink water kind of quick. I mean, I think it's like every like 2 or 3 days you want to kind of check it.
Yeah. They want to
Um,
make sure it's staying viable.
and usually they'll have like a line in the thing where you can see the water level
Yeah.
and know what appropriate water level is sufficient.
Yeah, it stands today. Even with the plastic trees, though, you got to watch out. You got to make sure you're monitoring when your lights are on.
Yeah.
Don't leave the lights on overnight.
Yeah.
Don't leave the lights on when you leave the house and nobody's around. Christmas tree safety.
Yep. Especially those older lights. Those they were like they have like
bulb lights.
yeah, like they had like the bubble lights. I think they actually banned them, but I know some people still use some of the older lights which were not LED. That's the idea I'm getting at here. So LEDs don't produce as much heat. But not everybody's has LEDs in their home. So something to definitely just consider. If you could even switch it over to LED, that'd be not only better for your electricity bill, but also safer.
Yep.
So
So let's jump into this. Top 5 causes of electrical fires in the holiday season. We have approximately 24,000 electrical fires throughout the United States in a year.
yeah,
Number one cause is faulty outlets and appliances. Running cords under a rug, removing the grounding plug. Don't ever remove the grounding plug. Wet outlets. If you're having moisture leak in your walls, you get the brown spots around your outlets, you have moisture in there. That can spark a fire.
Yeah. See it more in older homes too.
You absolutely see it. Plus, a lot of older homes don't have the wiring. That actually is number 2 for the reasons that we have electrical fires. Especially if the home is over 20 years old, it may not have the capacity to handle the increased load of all the holiday lights, the decorations, new chargers, plugging things in, running kitchen appliances, living room appliances, TVs, all at the same time.
Yeah. I've noticed that in a lot of like the older like ranch style homes, you see that that exact situation where you don't have the wattage to cover that.
Yeah.
And you'll see here in a minute, we'll explain a little bit further here. Which brings us to our third cause, extension cords. Obviously frayed, overload. In fact, we had a little kind of lesson here at work. We were kind of just explaining to the guys the best way to store extension cords too.
Yep.
Um, because they can be easily frayed, overloaded, as time goes on, and you want those to last.
Now, that copper wire will take a bend; it'll never straighten out again, and then it becomes weaker and weaker.
Yeah.
They say never wrap fist to elbow. Like you don't want to make that extreme bend.
No.
You want to just do it, hand over hand.
Keep a little
keep
slack
it straight. Yeah.
Yeah. Because the more you do that, you're almost permanently changing like the whole compound structure of it, basically.
Yep. And of course, with
By
with
putting it under tension.
extension cords, you want to make sure you're not plugging too large of an object into it.
Yeah.
No appliances, microwaves, what have you.
Yeah, you're not going to run like a freaking generator off of it.
You
Um,
never want to do that.
but cool. I don't know if you want to explain the fourth one here.
Space heaters. Plugging space heaters in too close to combustible materials. Your bed, your blankets, your curtains, a Christmas tree,
Yeah.
furniture, what have you. Especially the old coil heaters.
Mhm.
You know, not the radiant heat like
Yeah,
the newer ones they have, but the actual ceramic coil. Those things get super hot.
super hot. And to the point where your tree could even be watered and it would still be an issue.
Yep.
If put next to the tree close enough. We see that all the time. In fact, that's actually, from what I recall, a lot of the fire departments claim that space heaters are a huge issue.
That's what I've heard as well.
So,
Yeah. And finally on that is light fixtures. Just making sure you're not putting bulbs that are too high of a wattage for the lamps. You want to make sure that if you're putting, some people like to put the holiday color decoration light bulbs in their lights. Just make sure that it's the proper wattage. You don't want to overload a light fixture. It will blow.
yeah. And, which we have underlined here, which
big bold letters.
almost more important. I'd say it's almost equally as important as keeping enough water in your tree. But this is going to be never use water to put out an electrical fire. This wasn't per se Christmas related, but we just watched something not even 5-10 minutes ago. Guy had an e-bike, and same concept. It started with an electrical fire from the battery, and he was hesitating, ran back and forth.
He grabbed a jug of water to throw it. He happened to slip. Luckily for him, the water still hit the bike and an explosion of sparks.
Yeah. And he's laying there on the living room floor with sparks flying at him. It's like adding, just like water to a grease fire. Yeah, exactly. So, do not do that. Use a fire extinguisher, and if you don't feel safe at all, honestly, if it's containable, use a fire extinguisher. If you feel you're at risk or anything like that, just call the fire department.
Make sure you have a Class C fire extinguisher for electrical fires.
Oh, all right. I did not know that.
There's a specific class that they recommend for electrical fires, and it's a Class C.
Probably a higher output, maybe, I would think, and maybe just...
I believe so. Actually, probably should have did a little bit more research.
Yeah, no, just curious. I'm just curious how it works. Yeah,
Class C for sure on that.
All right,
that's what the fire departments recommend.
Nice. Cool. Well, that was pretty informative. I just wanted to kind of make that quick and just kind of get that across to you guys. If anybody's having family over and things like that too, obviously there's a lot of distractions during the holidays, kind of like what we talked about, last episode about, just like fires in the kitchen and stuff like that, So, same thing with the trees. Just keep an eye out. Even put your lights on a timer. That way, if you pass out on the couch or you go to bed early and you forget to shut off the lights, at least you'll have it on a set timer.
Yeah, it's definitely a safety issue. Make sure he's got a timer or pull the plug right out of the wall.
Yeah, just to be safe. So awesome.
So real quick, I wanted to give a shout out to Kathy Bells for sending us a little story about mold and travel cup lids. Make sure you're looking at your travel cups, everybody. Make sure you're getting the mold out of there. But that inspired me to challenge our viewership this week. I would like to challenge you all watching us to send us in at sales@servprothesouthpounds.com either a picture, preferably a picture, or a quick description of a nasty mold or water event that you've come across, whether it's, dishes that sat in the sink too long, your travel mug, water down your walls. Send us something. We're going to put them all together. I'm going to judge them on a scale of 1 to 10 from nicest to grossest. I'm going to put them all in a big bin and draw one completely at random.
Nice.
And the winner's going to get a little extra prize from us, but we'd like to have them all in by the end of the day, Monday the 18th. So by 4 p.m. Monday the 18th, and we'll announce it next week on Breakfast with Disaster. Just a little thing we want to do in addition to our big wheel spin every show.
I never thought you'd get a prize for being dirty. So
we all find a little something.
Yeah, so whoever, you might as well start dirtying up your homes right now, so we can give you a prize based on the dirtiest and obviously the cleanest too. So, based on what you were describing. So, Awesome. Well, let's follow up on that too. If anybody has any questions about that, leave a message in the chat or send us an
Absolutely.
email. But let's go ahead and jump right into the wheel of names. See who's winning today. Who do we got? 672.
Let's see. Who is 672?
It's at the bottom of the list.
Rome.
Jessica Weatar from Niagara National. I apologize if I did not pronounce your last name correctly. But Jessica, if you are watching, you will win a double prize. And if you are not, we will still drop off a prize for you in person. And yeah, I almost want to start with a video every episode now, you know, it kind of creates a little bit of tension before the show starts. I like it. But cool. Hopefully you guys got some nice stuff from today's episode. Don, thanks for being on the show again as well.
My pleasure.
Um, hope everybody has a good week and gets all their holiday shopping done here shortly. And we will see you guys next week, Tuesday at 10:10.
Have a safe and enjoyable holiday season, folks. We'll see you next Tuesday.
Have a good one.